What is going on, everyone? Cars POV, and I am with my brother's 2005 Chevy Tahoe with a 4.8 liter V8. Go ahead and start it up, which has a Flowmaster exhaust, which I really like. I don't know if it captures all on camera, but it's a single or dual exhaust car, which is really nice. I really like the sound of Flowmaster on V8s. They sound beautiful, especially the older classic ones, Fox body. You just can't go wrong with Flowmasters. This is the same Tahoe that I used to make that first Tahoe video I did about a year ago, I believe. I think it's the one that I got the most views on, but this car has, I don't remember the mileage I had in that car or during that time, but right now it's at 177,000, which is nothing to these cars. Still an original engine, still original transmission. I mean, these cars, these Chevy Tahoes, this generation is one of the best generations of Chevy Tahoe, really. At least in my opinion. It has a good styling, it has good motor options, the 5.3 or the 4.8, and you know, they're really reliable. They're pretty much bulletproof as long as you maintain them, but they'll last forever. The only problem I have with my Tahoe, my 2004 Tahoe, would be the rust that built up because it was towards near the ocean at San Francisco. So that's the only bad thing that I have with my Tahoe, or at least I know what Tahoes I could be bad of. But other than that, I like these trucks. These trucks are real solid. You can do it for towing, you can do it for family car or suburban. You know, pretty much suburban and Tahoe are the same thing, but suburban is just a extra long body. But you know, these cars are amazing. I really love the Chevy Tahoes. I really wouldn't think I would ever own one, to be honest. Chevy Tahoe was definitely not on my list, but until I own one, I'm happy I really have one with me that I could drive. Also, just recently, whenever I put this upload, it's not this one that is going to be edited, but I also just learned how to do editing on my YouTube channel. Like, I think the last video I just made, like, it's going to do all the editing part that I'm going to do. So in the future, hopefully I have better editing and like better I guess videos, because I'm still new to it. I haven't took YouTube, you know, it's a full-time. I mean, how can I for what I have right now? But you know, I'm learning as I go, because I'm also learning how to do detailing, and I'm still finding what I should want to do. As for myself, if I want to do YouTube full-time, or you know, let's see what happens in the future. But for now, I'm just trying a lot of new things that I've never done, like how to edit videos. I have zero clue. All my videos up to date to even right now, when this video goes out, is still just based on what I record and then on the app. And then I might do a little bit of fixing, but barely any like hardcore editing until the video I just uploaded, the last one, which is about the Beamer cruising with my brother and friends, which a lot of Japanese cars which that they have, and you know, it's a good cruise. I liked it. It was nice. And did a photo shoot also. You can check out my Instagram, it's on there too. No, yeah, my brother always had this. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know, can it read it right? I don't know if it'll pick up. Well, basically says, inspire those around you. You know, like them builds, you gotta like inspire the builds around you on your car. You gotta, you know, do something, be different on your, when you build your cars, which is what type of engine build you have, the wheels, the everything, even the color. You gotta stand out, be different. Don't copy what everyone else does, what everyone else have. Be different. That's the one thing I always thought of when I customize my own cars. If I do, I mean, of course I'm not gonna go like really far out to the limit, like go like crazy one of a kind. Maybe it's like a yes and no, but for the cars I have, for what I own, a clean, nice, maybe something a little different is always what I like to see. Like for example, I know I've never made a video on my BMW, the 5 Series, the 545, because it's currently still to this day not running at the very moment. Which that was the originally reason why I actually made this channel. I was supposed to start with this channel with the Beamer and do POVs, do car meets, do shows, do photo shoots. You know, it's gonna be based on that Beamer. But that Beamer, man, it was just, you know, the E60s is one of my most favorite cars ever, even up to this date, because I think it really fits well. For example, like a 2025 series or 7 series or whatever. I'm not too up to date with the newest BMW. I am, but I'm not really. It's like a yes and no. But you know, I think the E60 Beamers, I think they age well. I mean, I was too young to know, but at the beginning when they first came out, I thought heard about, like, a lot of people didn't like the design. It was very weird. It was very ugly looking. But to me, nowadays, how they are right now, they age extremely well. I really like how they look. They're like the last Beamers that I really like, except for I do like the M3. I don't know the numbers, but like they're around what, 2012, 2013, 11 body. I forgot the numbers. I apologize for that. I'm not too hardcore Beamer. I know Beamers, but not too crazy. I only know the ones that I really like, which is the E30 or the E60, or I can't remember, it was the E34, I believe, and then what, the BMW A40i, the 90s, which is the one that pop-up headlights. I like those a lot too. But yeah, I don't have the car ready yet, so I can't really put it on a video. But as soon that car is done, and I already have the wheels and the bumper for it, for the M5 replica bumper, and an exhaust system too, I really want to bring it to the channel, because that's the reason why I have this channel. That's the reason why I even think about doing YouTube, and to go from there. But you know, just stuff happens. Cars not going so well, and they're really hard to work on, at least from my case and from my personal experience. And what also helps, you know, I've noticed, you know, I drive a lot where I live, and I don't really see a 540i or 545i, excuse me, Beamers. The one I have, the one that I think they produced, if correct me if I'm wrong, between 2003 to 2005, I believe. I think that was around that time. It was like a 3-year production for 545i E60, which I have, which I'm actually really happy I was able to get that back in, I believe, 6 years ago, around there, when price wasn't too okay. I mean, the E60 Beamer price really never went up unless you got the M5, maybe the 550i, but that's about it. But I love the E60, even though, yes, its reliability is pretty much shit, and it doesn't really last as long in interior if it's not maintained well, which I guess that's for all cars. But the looks, I really like the look of the cars. I really like the E60 look. And then, as you guys know, I think I mentioned it on YouTube. I think Instagram I did, but not YouTube. But I also own a 2015 Honda Accord Sport, which I love that car too. I'm a type of person that's not really biased towards one, like genre, like, you know, like JDM cars or just muscle cars or European cars. I like all types. It doesn't really matter what the brand is. It's more about what the car is for me. Like, I will own a bunch of all other car brands depending on what it is. Like, I will own a 300ZX. That's a JDM side, or a 3000 GT. I mean, I know those two cars I picked was probably the most hardest cars to work on, but you know, I like a lot of varieties, or Skylines, or, you know, the Supras, of course. You know, all the gens. A lot of Japanese cars I'm really into, or even a European. Well, then again, European, I'm mostly into the Beamer side. Mercedes, I don't mind Mercedes if it's on the 80s or 90s. I like that old school look, or even the 70s. And then Audi, you know, I like the Audi R8. I think they're beautiful cars. Or I guess that's actually, I take that back. Audi, that's probably the only car I don't mind, but I don't really care for too much in a way. American cars, that's how I love the 1970 Dodge Challengers. I love the Mustang, the Camaros, Dodge Corvettes, you name it. I mean, I pretty much, Firebirds, GTO, I could keep going on forever. Because my dad had one growing up, so many muscle cars, so it kind of influenced me in a way. That's kind of how I also got into cars, not just because of my Beamer, but also because of the American side first, and then throughout time, I looked more into JDM imports because of my oldest brother that loves JDM. He loves JDM cars, and then the European side is when I got the Beamer. Then I look into the European. So I would say I'm pretty open-minded of like a variety of brands, or I guess I'm not really categorized as a certain section. Like I like SUVs, I like muscle car or sports car, two doors, coupes or hatches, pretty much anything. Wagon, exotic cars. I like exotic cars. Do I rather get multiple cars than pay one price of like a Lamborghini Aventador that costs about what 500 grand, 400 grand, or even more nowadays? No, probably not. I'll probably go for more cars that are more affordable because more quantity. But of course, where am I gonna store that, right? But I like cars. Cars is more. I wish I got into cars earlier, like way earlier. I guess I'd be too young, but yeah, I'm happy that I'm into cars. Cars is something that I really enjoy. Just the same thing, like me enjoy going to the gym. It's another hobby of mine, really. I really like cars. That's why this YouTube channel I made is based on everything about cars, really. It's nothing really, like I don't do games. I love games, but I just focus this channel based on cars, anything car related. Going to car meets, or even working on my car, maybe. Maybe that could be something in the future. I'm not sure yet. Though, I just, FYI, I am not a mechanic. I can do simple stuff, oil change, check fluids, check tire pressure, check what's worn out. For the most part, I'm still learning as I go. I'm nowhere near a professional mechanic. Same with detailing. I detail my own cars, my family's cars, my friends' cars. But again, I am no professional by any means. But I do try as much things as I can. Now with this YouTube, also, I'm trying to edit. Let's see what I could do with that. I'm trying to be as creative as best I am. I know my YouTube channel isn't so crazy. Yes, I got the POV, but I'm not like having cinematic shots, which I want to do. Maybe I will get into that. I'll have a professional camera. I'm not too sure what I want to do as a whole time career, but I'm learning as I go, and I'm figuring it out